that Penn State hazing case. 18 former fraternity members due in court today, facing charges in the death of Pledge after a night of heavy drinking. ABC's Eva Pilgrim is there for us with more. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Robin. Today here in court, we are expecting to see video of the final hours of Timothy Piazza's life. The night he died, multiple security cameras were recording inside the fraternity house, providing video prosecutors say will show exactly what did and did not happen.
This morning, for the first time, surveillance video recorded inside a Penn State fraternity house the night a Pledge died will be played in open court.
We expect that videotape to be horrible, that it will be the kind of evidence which will make a significant impact.
19-year-old Tim Piazza died in February after falling headfirst down the stairs of the Beta Theta Pi fraternity house during a party turned into an alleged alcohol-fueled hazing ritual. The fraternity brothers are accused of waiting nearly 12 hours before calling for help.
We have a friend who is unconscious. He hasn't moved, and he's probably in an ambulance.
And now 18 members of the band fraternity are due in court. 8 of them are facing charges of involuntary manslaughter and assault. A judge will decide if there is enough evidence to go to trial. That surveillance video, one of the key pieces of evidence. Cordell Davis, one of the fraternity members not charged, telling our Robin Roberts last month he tried to get Piazza help.
I said we should call 911, get him in an ambulance. And I'm screaming. I got thrown against the wall. I didn't know what to do after that. I felt kind of useless. I was told that I was overreacting, that I was crazy.
Defense lawyers saying while this death was a tragedy, the video does not show intent. But prosecutors say the fraternity brothers waited to get Piazza help in an attempt to cover up their drinking and coordinate a story.
I don't know where their conscience was, where the voice in the back of their head was saying, he's hurt, I got to do the right thing. I don't understand how they could be so heartless and inhumane.
Piazza's family now planning on filing a lawsuit against the fraternity members and the university.
Well, I think the individuals involved clearly bear the most responsibility. If you read the timeline of what happened, they set out to feed these guys lethal amounts of alcohol from the outset.
Since Piazza's death, Penn State has added new restrictions to all Greek organizations, reforms his family says they are determined to make sure do in fact take place. Robin.
Eva, thank you. Joining us now, veteran felony prosecutor, good friend of this program, Nancy Grace. Nancy, we know that the reason for today's hearing is to determine whether or not there is enough evidence to move forward with a trial. What do you think?
Well, hearing it unfold, the first thing I'm thinking about is wondering if Timothy's parents are going to be in court. Because it's one thing to hear about all of this, but when you see video surveillance of your child, your baby, falling down the stairs, hitting his head over and over. There were multiple falls, and that's not all, Robin. He was punched in the stomach. Later, his stomach filled up with blood. He was hit in the face. He was body slammed. People stepped over him by their own admissions. They saw him lying in a fetal position in the floor, and they would just step over him. What's happening today is a preliminary hearing, and during that, the judge will decide very simply, is there a fact issue? Is there enough evidence that this needs to go to a jury and let them decide? I predict it will be sent to a jury. And Robin, when you hear the lawyers say there was no intent, that's not helping them, because these fraternity brothers are charged, among many other charges, with involuntary manslaughter, which means you don't have to have intent. Specifically, you don't have intent to kill. It's when you do something so reckless or so negligent, it results in a death. That's what it's all about.
And Nancy, is there no doubt that that video will be shown? Because we know that those charged, their attorneys, of course, do not want that to be the case.
Well, I guess not. You're right about that. They do not want that video shown. But it will be shown, not just because it shows what happened that evening and the way this was all disregarded, but That video, believe it or not, they tried to erase it the morning after during the cover-up, which is so damning. A cover-up makes everything worse. And there is this app where you can talk to each other called GroupMe, and there are conversations that, of course, the police could pull up where they're trying to delete texts where they say, Timothy's going to be a problem, guys. Where they tell each other to lie to police, to clean the house, to get rid of alcohol, and to tell police that Timothy's health was paramount. Can you just imagine his parents sitting there, and I'm sure they're going to be there today, to hear about the cover-up? 12 hours. That boy could have been saved. He was just a teen.
So young. Nancy, thank you very much. And Timothy's parents were here. George talked to them a couple of weeks ago along with his brother. We appreciate it.